Hi, I am Madam Eileen. I'm teaching essential face paint brush strokes to practice for your flat brushes or angled flat brushes. All of these exercises can be used with both the angled and the flat. Now, I forgot to mention, I practice my paint on a kitchen cutting mat that I got at the dollar store. They usually come in packs of two, so it's very reasonable for a good practice board. One thing you need to know about these boards is one side is frosted, has a texture, you can hear me scratch. The other side is smooth. You can hear me scratch, but not as rough. Rough side, smooth side. So, with rough side up, I want to teach you the next stroke for your flat brush, and this is called the wing stroke. And exactly like that, you're going to be using this for doing a lot of butterfly wings. All right, so I'm going to pause and we're going to go down to my workstation. All right, to do the ring stroke, we want to first activate our paint, get our brush. Today, I'm using a split cake I made that has white, blue, pink, and purple. When doing the wing stroke, you want to use the lightest color on the inside. And I'm making sure that my paint, I have a lot of paint on this brush, so when I feel the paint getting a little sticky and not sliding as much, that's when I give it another spray and pick up some more color. I'm going to dry off that section. Face paint doesn't like to paint onto other stuff that's wet. You'll find out. All right, to do the wing stroke, I'm going to do the white side, white and blue down. To do the wing stroke, we have a vanishing point. That will be our vanishing point. You're going to want to let the dark edge lead up, and when you reach the top of your wing, come back down before laying your brush down, and then pull towards that vanishing tip and lift up before you even reach that vanishing tip. And that gives us a wing. I'm going to show you a little bit more about that wing by putting sliding a lined piece of paper underneath my cutting mat. I'm going to do another wing. Choose a vanishing point. There's a vanishing point. You're going to slide up, trace back down, and then lay your brush down, and you do basically a curved, it's like an exaggerated letter C. So you're going up like the C, but then you come back in so it has that little sharp point, and then you lay it down. And you could say it's kind of like the S curve. You can clearly see the S curve here. But to do that wing, we had to slide up first. It's a good reason. Find out how your brain thinks and then tell yourself a story if it helps to make. So I'm sliding up. Now I'm going to do a letter S and lift it up while trying to aim for this vanishing point. This one didn't quite come true to the vanishing point. If I had continued this line, it would have gone past it. Although this one is pointing more towards the vanishing point. When your wing is aimed towards an imaginary vanishing point, it has a better flow and a curve. Once you have that first wing done, do a smaller set. Go up, then do your letter S and pull it in. Go out a little bit, do a letter S, pull it in. And this is how you start making a series of wing strokes. I'm going to curve up, do a letter S, pull it in, but then what if I just do a letter C in and then another letter C in? That looks really pretty. Practice using different colors of split cakes. I made this one just to be a little more girly. You can do a wide letter petal. You could do it narrow petal. They don't have to be sleeves, they could be petals that you attach to this wing stroke. You could also go out, pull it in, and then go back up and do your letter S, pointing that ending S in towards your vanishing point. You could do a series of curved C petals, and then I'm going to do a regular closed petal. So I've combined petals with C with S, and S turns into a petal curve when it's down. Now you'll find that you really get into the groove of making these beautiful petals, these beautiful wings. You can even do 4. But here's the trap. You're going to want to always paint like that. You need to practice in the other direction. Flip your brush down. Build that guideline. Practice doing your S in the other direction. You might find this easy or you might find this extremely difficult. But please don't neglect your practices. This is what's going to make you fast. And these make really, really stunning butterflies. I'm going to load up some more paint on my brush. Some of these petals, wings that I made at the beginning are dry. And when they're dry, that's when you can do your next set. Yes, you can do double petals, wing petals inside of wings to create a really stunning look. So this is the dark side, this is the light side. I could put my dark side down and go on top, do a C petal over those initial wing strokes. And you can see the flow of dark to light, dark to light. I could even, once it's dry, do it one more time to fill it in. And you create a beautiful dimensional fill on your butterfly wings. Now, I haven't taken this class. I've just seen demonstrations of this. I've seen people paint like this, but I don't know who initially came up with these strokes. It doesn't have to be the same paintbrush. It doesn't have to be the same split cake. You could get a totally different brush. I'm going to grab my angled brush. Some people call the angled brush a deerfoot brush. I had never heard it referred to as a deerfoot, but the lady who taught me about angled brushes, I took a class on it, called them deerfoot, and she's from back east. So perhaps deerfoot is a term that is just used back east, or maybe by serious painters. I don't know. But I'm just showing you some fun and joy that I've learned while doing face painting. Now I'm going to do blue on this one, just because it was one that I recently did. And as you see, it's very easy to get carried away. But look at that. Doing 2 colors. I could even do my tall guide and then do my S-quiggle to kind of mirror that first wing. And then do the next one. Do the next one. If you're very careful, you're able to do more than one, but if you're painting that third layer while that second layer is wet, it will blend rather than looking crisp. I just want to show you practice, things you want to practice to get really good. I have enough knowledge to be dangerous. I like to have fun. I am not a serious painter, but yet people still hire me. And why do they hire me? Because I am fun. They see I really enjoy what I'm doing. Some people, it doesn't matter what you paint, it's what you make them feel like when you're painting them. And that's why they hire you back, not just because of the design. Designs can be marvelous, but when you can give that personal touch and make them feel like a princess or a queen, that is what causes children to want to crave to be face painted. I'm going to experiment and play now. I'm going to do a line down here on the top. What if I trace that S curve here at the top? I did a S petal here on the top, and then I did a C petal, and then I did a wing petal again. You could even pull the wings in, and you look what's happening. Isn't that a pretty wing? If you love butterflies, if you love hummingbirds, this wing technique to practice will make your artwork stunning, and you're going to have so much fun. Have fun painting, experiment, do some birds, do some butterflies. Just make it fun and have a good day. Did you have fun? I'm setting up colors for my next video.